There we go. I did it. We're live now.
Yay!
Woohoo.
What?
Whoopee!
I'm sorry, not related.
What?
Okay. Just learned a new rule. According to the Beyond's character sheet, heroic inspiration. Human characters start each day with inspiration.
That's a new thing.
It has to be a new thing, because that's the first time I've heard.
No, it's a new thing. They're ripping that off of Pathfinder.
Oh. Well, come up with your own shit. Anyways.
I mean, it's slightly different. It's every day in this new edition of D&D, and it's at the start of every session in Pathfinder.
Oh, okay.
Slightly different. It's still
And it's
bullcrap.
only for humans. Which seems kind of racist to me, but you know.
I don't know.
Where do you even see that human piece? I don't even see that in what I'm looking at.
But you're not. But it's probably because he's a human.
When you look at the top of your character sheets, there's a little box that says heroic inspiration.
Yeah.
If you click on that and read down towards the bottom,
I see it.
Explains that. Yeah. Like, what happens to just inspiration?
Apparently, only humans can be inspired.
They did a lot of weird stuff and changes that I'm not sure if I'm going to ever transition to. At least not without doing it. Yeah, I don't think I'll do it wholesale. At least not as of yet. There might be things that I adapt. Yeah, exactly. Like I really like one of the things that I do really like is I like their change to the healing system. Which is basically just doubled all of the healing effects. And I like the exhaustion system because instead of there being 6 different levels of exhaustion, it's and with different effects at each one, it's levels 1 through 10, and at each level you get an accumulating -1 to any D20 roll that you make, including death saves, I think.
Okay.
So, meh. I'd have to look it up again, but like those are just a couple of things. So, all right. Who's doing the recap this week?
Get off. We're visiting.
Jesse has to do work. You may have to.
Hold on. Somebody do the recap.
Okay.
So
new voices in the background today.
Yeah.
Rib has an old friend who's moved in for a little bit, but that's not important. What is important is that last week we were fighting the final dragon. What was it? What color was it? Bronze?
White.
White.
Oh, white.
A white great worm. We kicked its ass a little bit, but then it turned around, cheated, and kicked our ass.
Yeah.
He'll never live it down, though. We had the last laugh.
Then we went, got some food, did some talking.
I can't believe this, but our milk is 1 day away from the expiration date.
Congratulations, we're in the middle of something.
Yay.
Sorry, I thought she still had it on mute.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
What a nice little interjection to last time on D&D, our milk almost expired.
A travesty.
That is definitely odd.
It could happen.
It was dragon milk.
Oh.
Okay.
How do you... No, not even gonna ask the question. Continue, please.
Where was I? Right,
Something
we were
about...
lore dumping.
Actually, I'm pretty sure dragon's milk is an ale, or like an IPA of some sort.
Who wants to milk a dragon?
No.
Xenox is going to cover his nipples.
Oh! God!
Is that where alcohol comes from?
I can't with you.
Alcohol comes due to a process called fermentation.
which we learned about last time, actually.
Yeah, because somebody nuked half the water in Asta's ale,
I don't know who that was.
It was a
leaving
great time.
leaving excessive amounts of alcohol in only a tiny amount of liquid.
I don't know who could have possibly done that. I don't think it was me.
Asta had a great time.
I don't think Asta remembers the time.
Exactly.
what
It's
we call
not she knows we had a great time.
Sorry, I had to step away for a moment.
You didn't miss anything.
I know. Just expired milk, apparently.
We missed the most important conversation ever.
Okay.
We're really milking our jokes right now.
Of course you are. I appreciate it.
I mean, I feel
So-
like that joke expired.
Oh boy. Can't be one of those nights, huh?
Yeah,
Is that
apparently
your
we're on
mic?
chaos mode right now.
Okay, cool.
But there be chaos.
So,
Into
If we will all be kind enough to allow Rom to finish our explanation of last session.
oh, you're not done with that yet. Okay.
No, the expired milk turning into dragon milk thing kind of just threw me a little bit.
Fair enough.
I
didn't
think you
mention-
reached the part. I think you reached about the part where Tim had to be put down.
Right. That was at the end of the fight before we went to eat.
Yeah.
Deanoch realized Tim was starting to slip from his control or gain his own sentience at that point. Not sure which. So Deanoch just nixed the spell. That was after Tim tried to do what he did last time and go for more attacks. So Deanoch was just sitting down thinking about that while everyone else was talking a little bit. Everyone started to go towards the tavern. Dragon's Gullet, was it? Dragon's Stomach?
Hang on, I wrote it down.
I thought it was Dragon's Gut.
Gut? Okay.
I have a bad memory though.
The dragon's gut. Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Gut. Okay, thank you.
Well, they have plenty to eat.
After
Katya
you're
was the
eating.
only one who noticed Deanoch was just sitting there where he was staying and not moving, and Katya went over, decided to be an absolute gem, and decided to try and cheer Deanoch up. Not realizing Deanoch was in his own little world, 100% just thinking of what part of the spell went fucky.
That was a fun time.
Mostly because Katya's player is not good at cheering people up.
I know.
So to play someone who's cheering someone up is...
It was a bit uncomfortable, and then the turned around. Oh yeah, this is all about logic. Well, shit, what a wasted effort.
I think that was my favorite part of the whole thing. It
was almost like a sitcom moment. I love
exactly. And then we went for food. And that's when the lore dump happened a little bit, and I think we were Chaos Gremlins then too.
it. A little bit.
And something lore dropped, and I don't remember what at the very end. And we ended for the night.
We had a Monster Hunter sized meal. Asa's medium sized drink of ale was pretty much just a keg of alcohol. She got really drunk, and then we were summoned to go speak to the Silverlight. And it's like, can somebody sober this one up? It's point to Asta. My best effort was to dump cold water on her with create water. And then we
Right,
left
because
for
for
our
some
meeting.
reason you thought water woke people up from being drunk.
Didn't work.
So basically, last week was Katya failing.
Yeah, 3 times. It's. I thought by the 3rd time I'd have it, but nah. But these things happen. We can't all be knowledgeable on everything.
This
I
is
must
true.
not have it equipped.
And that's pretty much what happened.
Yeah, I was waiting for the DM to be like, okay.
I think that's pretty much where we left, other than the message that you guys were being summoned.
Yeah, well, we included that.
Anyway, does anybody want to do anything to sober up Katya more so, or no?
Asta, you
Anybody?
mean?
I'm sober. What do you mean?
Don't
What I said,
think
wasn't it? My
You
apologies.
said Katya.
My apologies. Beyond that, we'll say Deanoch, take your point of inspiration since you did most of that recap.
Mr.
in
Blind
the
says
party.
that's what you get for drinking Captain Morgan.
Tell him he can come stock my refrigerator then. Because I'm cheap and don't have a lot of money.
Does anybody have like restoration or something?
not prepared.
Of course. Nobody expects to get drunk or anything.
Before going and meeting with a...
I was set up for just straight combat. I didn't, for some reason, I don't need restoration powers. I just need healing and damage.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I don't have anything at all that can.
Well, I guess she's just gonna have to be herself then.
Her drunk self.
Go into a serious meeting with Asta being drunk. I love it.
What could possibly go wrong?
I say for good measure, we just leave her out in the hall with someone to keep an eye on her.
Oh, come on. Where's the fun in that?
Where's the silence spell?
No!
Wait, how much HP does Asta have?
Oh no.
Leave me alone!
Non-lethal. Non-lethal shocking grasp.
Oh no, I was asking for the sleep spell.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, that would work.
Okay.
We should all have 44 HP.
At least.
I have 43.
I also
Same.
have 43.
Okay, hang on. What would that be?
Yeah,
Let's
40, at least
see.
43.
So I looked at my husband's character sheet and was confused to see that he has 109 HP before I realized I accidentally opened up Carded.
Yeah, that'd be a
I
little
wonder
odd.
if a thunder chromatic orb would just knock her out.
One way to find out.
I'm not tired.
Well, I mean, it's either one of us keep a very close eye on you, put you in shackles, or knock you unconscious, so that the rest of us don't have to die from whatever is going to come out of your mouth when we're talking to literal dragon royalty.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Speaking
such a
of which, we
buzz
probably-
kill.
Speaking of which, we probably ought to make our way that way. Says your dragon friend, Fergilos? Sorry, my notes didn't open for a moment. I don't know why it's...
Or I could just cast Fairy Fire on her. That way, if she starts getting out of line, we can just be sure to hit her.
That's abuse.
You won't remember it in the morning anyway.
That's still abuse.
Ah, Thugalos. There we go. I found it. Notes. Shall we?
Let's.
Okay. He will lead you guys out of the rather busy pub-like area of the Dragon's Gut, and back into the city. And he will... There we go. And he will lead you guys through the town, kind of almost down like a main
Who is
street.
punching Mike?
I just moved my mic. Maybe it was me. Maybe? I don't know.
Wasn't me.
So, you guys walk pretty much straight down. Like, you guys rejoin to the main street and then turn and walk straight down the main street, kind of away from where the arena was. And you can almost see in the distance this large kind of stone structure. And as you walk and walk and walk. And the building becomes larger and larger and larger and larger.
I mean, buildings have a tendency to do that as you get closer.
You, based off of how far you guys have currently walked, and the size of where the house, and like you guys are still a good clip away from it, and you guys have already walked for maybe 10 minutes or so in the direction of that house, and it already looks as though you're standing up kind of near or close to a 2-story building.
Oh.
After about another 25 minutes or so of walking, you come to this massive open courtyard that is what's the word? Groomed, I guess? That's not the word I want.
That sounds about right.
The courtyard itself is groomed to perfection. There is not a stray flower, there is not a stray weed. Every blade of grass is the exact same length.
Jeez.
And the courtyard itself is probably 60, 80 feet from where you're currently standing to the front door. And it spans basically both sides, maybe taking the over the stretch of maybe 150 or 200 feet. From side to side, that is.
So bigger than the arena we were in.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. And now that you were standing much closer to the building itself, this building, describing it as an estate would be an undersell. It is absolutely gargantuan in size. But everything seems to be designed in terms of like the windows, the doors, the handholds for the doors and things like that. They all seem to be designed to accommodate that of a human.
So it's even bigger than the Laputa.
It would make the Laputa look like the slums in terms of size.
Oh, jeez. So if we were to compare it on something that might be a little bit more understandable, it's about like our character standing next to a great worm is what Laputa to this building would look like.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah, pretty easily. But he, as you guys approach and you guys take a moment to kind of drink in this palace, Felgalos kind of turns and looks at you guys, his blind eyes once again kind of showing wisdom and a perception that shouldn't be, but is. And he kind of just goes, he kind of smiles and chuckles and kind of goes, he has a erratic taste. But he doesn't bite unless you give him a reason to. Come on. And he will approach the front door.
Okay.
Oh, God. Sorry. Shoulder's bothering me.
Okay. No reason to hold back now. Let's get inside.
Okay.
Might be easier if he does converse with us in a human form, though.
That should be entirely up to him.
You follow Felgalos up to the front door, and as you guys kind of approach, he kind of goes, I will leave the pleasantries to you. The silver light is not... He's not here to entertain me, he is here to entertain you. So, I will be but a fly on the wall. I will be present so that you feel comfortable, but I will not be your babysitter. He kind of like looks to Asta out of the corner of his eye. So please, and he'll gesture to the door and actually take a step or two back, allowing you guys to be front and center.
Okay. Enoch goes up and knock.
Okay. You knock on the door, and you can hear the echo on the other side of the door from your knock. It just kind of echoes a little into the house.
I don't know.
And a few minutes later, you have the door swings open, and I'm sorry if you guys hear a bunch of extra voices in the background.
Yes, I can hear them.
Okay. Not sure. I'll have to adjust. Hold on, let me move
Noise
my...
cancellation.
Everyone
You-
hearing the voices, and we're not just crazy.
You guys vamp for a moment. I'm gonna adjust my microphone a little bit.
What voices?
Did he say vamp?
Kill
Not
time.
sure.
He's going to make his microphone into vampire.
Nom.
Just what we needed. Vampire microphone. New terror for everyone.
It was certainly. Hang on while I come up with a good pun.
Here we go.
I mean, I suppose vampires need a voice too.
There it is.
Actually, well, I don't know. Was Xenos a vampire? I don't think we ever got enough into his backstory to find out before he died.
Xenos was a Shedar Kai.
So yes.
No.
No.
No, not a vampire. Okay. He just
Wannabe
felt like-
vampire.
he felt like one.
Yes.
Okay.
Vampire wannabe.
So he was the kind of vampire that sparkles. Ugh.
No.
How many times must I tell you I don't sparkle?
Well, you do now. Suck it up.
Do now, sunbeam. Bam.
Yeah.
Oh no, not the fairy fire.
Okay, let's.
God,
We're gonna test this and see how this
why?
goes now. What happened?
Just Nosferatu poking around.
Wine? What?
You said when you were dipping, you guys vamped for a bit, and we went vampire.
Yeah. And then I heard Nosferatu.
Yeah, he's a vampire.
Yes.
Okay. Well, hopefully this works out.
I can adjust volumes and stuff as we need to. But
It's one of those nights, my
Yeah.
dude.
It certainly is. But as you guys, so the door swings open, and you guys see a kind of a male dragonborn, kind of a silver coloration of scale, kind of opening the door and wearing pretty much a very upstairs where you left it.
No,
It's on the counter by the
you're sitting on it.
just before you get to just before you come downstairs. My apologies.
What was that?
What was
What?
that?
When you
That was-
national.
No. Wearing your very typical traditional like butler suit, and as the door swings open, he kind of looks at you guys almost with this deadpan look, and just kind of goes, "Yes." Don't all of you talk at once now.
Enoch's the one that knocked. I'm waiting on him.
Sorry, my brain lagged. Give me a second.
Yes.
Has it been lagging for the last 20 years?
I mean, you're not wrong.
You knock on the door, he opens, and you're just like, hang on, what were we here for?
and here I
We
am
all
without,
just turn and look at D-Knock like, really, man?
here I am without my soundboard to go.
Emotional damage.
You just hear Asta in the corner. It's a dragon.
Yes, Asta.
Okay,
We're
rewind a second. We are here to see the Silverlight.
And your name is.
I am Dinok Alokavik. This is... I'm trying to remember your guys' full names.
My name is Catherine Swift. Come on, Dinok. We've been traveling together for how many months now?
And I only have called you Katya the whole time.
Yeah.
Being fair, I don't think anyone actually has Valinar's full name. Except for Valinar.
I don't think Valinar ever gave a last name. Yeah.
Didn't he not give it to you guys when you were on his island?
No.
Oh no, maybe I did. Or no. I think it was very roundabout, because I think I asked about my parents by the last name.
Oh, maybe. You know what? I can't find my set of dice. I'm gonna mute. I know where they are. I'll be right back.
There are far too many notes here. Oh my god.
You take a lot of notes.
I was looking at that. Damn it! It is so hard to search for Valinar too because he's such a common character that only 529 instances pop up, and it can't give me specific pages.
Wait, can't you just what is it? F step?
Control F. Yeah,
Control-
exactly.
Control F. No. There's when you do that, there is a way to just scroll through the instances instead of scrolling up and down, like
Yeah,
taking
there's-
you from each instance to the next.
Yeah. There's 529 pages and it says, there's too many results. You're going to have to narrow this down.
Do you just want the last name to see if I gave you my last name?
Yeah, let me do a search for that one.
Okay. Last name is Hertz.
Yeah, that doesn't even sound familiar to me. Is it spelled like the actual Hertz?
It's German. Hang on, I'm looking up the exact spelling for you because I think it's Herz.
Oh, Hertz. Nope, doesn't come up. We have not officially gotten
yeah.
Valinar's last name. This is an opportunity. That being said, Asta's never given a last name either. And I don't think she could give her first name at this point, as drunk as she is.
Asa's just laughing maniacally in the corner.
Chasing a butterfly somewhere, I guess.
I'm just waiting.
I-
Oh,
I have a question. If Asta's drunk, will sleep be more effective on her? The sleep spell.
It should.
Hmm.
Okay, thanks, Onova.
Well, the DM stepped away, so
Oh, that's why we're sitting here.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was confused.
Do.
So is it safe to assume at this point that for lore-taking purposes that Valinar did have to give his official last name?
For purposes of
Yeah.
this, Valinor will probably kind of cough and go, this is awkward. It hurts.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. I have returned.
And Katya's just gonna side-eye Valinar like, I didn't even know you had a last name.
What was the last name? Oh, he's dumb.
Hurts.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember now. Don't have all my notes pulled up, so don't at me. It's been a chaotic week, so okay. Did anybody else gonna introduce themselves?
I introduced myself, Denock introduced himself, Valinar finally gave a name. Yet hasn't said anything, and Asta's laughing maniacally at a butterfly or something.
oh, you're asking for Yet's last name?
Well, we're all introducing ourselves.
Oh. Well. My name is Yet. Ooh.
Blinks. And the Rift Raff looks down at Asta.
She's also
Quick question.
she's drunk.
Quick question before Asta's introduction. Is sleep more effective on someone who's drunk? The sleep spell.
They maybe they might be they might have disadvantage on saving throws.
Oh, there's no saving throw with this because it's based on their HP.
Oh, then no.
Dang.
Hmm.
Well, we're gonna try it.
Yeah, I feel like that's an oversight.
Was that level 4?
Oh,
Would be
it's calling it a
58,
legacy. There must be a new version.
58, 20,
4th level.
90, 11d8.
When you cast a spell,
Can I
using a
just-
spell slot second or
I
higher.
don't like.
2, 4, 6, 11, d8. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have less than 49 HP?
Yes.
You are now asleep.
Come on! This is not fair.
That's funny.
You're laughing maniacally in front of someone that we're trying to have a peaceful conversation with.
Falls unconscious until the spell ends 1 minute later. They take damage, or someone uses an action to shake or slap them awake.
Yes, but I also assume since they're drunk, they might not just wake back up. That's my hope. It might not happen, but I have more castings of this spell available.
Oh, the DM might be kind enough to at least give her yeah, after the spell ends, maybe like some kind of a saving throw or something to wake up, so it's not unfair to the player.
If you keep talking about it, we're gonna find out real soon.
It doesn't affect me, so.
So this guy kind of goes, and the rift raft, and then the rift raft goes, hey. Right.
That's Asta. She had one too many.
Well,
She thought she could handle the dragon side.
follow
Also,
me.
to answer the question from earlier, Asta doesn't have a last name.
So the fire giant must have stolen her last name with her dignity.
Because dwarves don't have last names. We're like Adele or.
Oh, I thought all dwarf last names were something like Stoneheart.
Fancy Hammer.
Craghammer.
Fancy Hammer. You know what? Her last name is Fancy Hammer.
Oh, gosh.
We looked out, there's a name tag that's been on her jacket this whole time that just says Fancy Hammer.
Oh, I'm calling her the wrong name all this time. Her name's just Fancy Hammer. No first or last name.
Fancy Hammer!
Grab the rift raft and
She
follow
just
me.
mumbles Fancy Hammer in her sleep.
You have the most strength. Do you mind carrying her?
Fancy Hammer.
Thank you.
I
picked-
take Asta and I sling her up over my shoulder.
You realize that you learned something today, Yeet, and that's dwarves are hefty. Like, you wouldn't think that Asta, this dexterous archer, would have a lot of heft to her, but she's pretty dense.
Yeah, we knew that, but what's that got to do with her weight?
Are you calling Asta fat?
No, I said dense. There's a difference.
Dwarves are very thin.
Dwarves are naturally thicker than most other races. They're stout.
Kind of like orcs.
Calling yourself?
I gotta.
So why is that? Why is that guy from Elder Scrolls here?
He's from What are you talking about?
All I could think of when I see Syndrome's face is, "It's me, your biggest fan.
Oh
I saw
God!
you fighting in the arena." And I'm like, "Fuck no, leave me alone. Stop following me."
So you guys followed this Dragonborn into the
Abode? Tower? Castle? DM?
He probably had something happen.
Is he having mic issues?
he has
Vampire
people there's people living in his basement where he record issues.
Oh, of all the places to put them.
Like from what I'm understanding, the people who moved in for a short amount of time literally are moving into the basement.
Okay, sorry.
You're
He
back.
Yes, sorry. He leads you into a foyer area where there are a few seats kind of present where you guys can sit down and wait for somebody to come collect you. Effectively, he kind of goes, "Be seated. Somebody will collect you when it is time to sit and eat and meet with the Silver Light." And he will disappear. He will walk away from you, leaving you guys inside of this massive foyer area with these almost like marble stone tiles kind of stretching out in all directions around you. These large marble pillars kind of reaching upwards towards the ceiling, probably 25, maybe 30 feet above you, with intricate carved almost like Chinese dragons twisting up and around these pillars as they head towards the roof of this this room.
So,
Pretty.
since we're sitting here waiting, Katya is going to look both to Dinok and to Felgalos and ask, is there some sort of formal greeting for what you might call a leadership among your people?
You said you look at Fogalos for that?
Felgalos and to Dinok. I'm probably gonna get two different answers though.
Mm-hmm. Fogalos respond with the leader of our people is the Silver Light. He is the first dragon.
Oh well, that's good information to know. But I was wondering if there was a formal greeting that your people had for addressing them when you're about to have an audience with them.
Not particularly, but the Silverlight is fond of your kingdoms and civilizations and people. Whatever a typical human greeting to somebody of importance of a region like that would be acceptable.
Probably the safest would be Your Excellency.
Would it be considered disrespectful if I were to try to make the greeting in my best Draconic?
Are you fluent in Draconic?
I am.
Then
Don't use it very often, but I know it.
well, the language of our people would be acceptable. It'd probably be surprising in some cases for him due to the fact that you are not dragon or dragon king.
Okay. I'll take that into consideration. Might make it a little bit easier for negotiations.
He kind of just nods.
I'm getting caught up on notes. That's why I'm not talking more.
Well, you had asked that question to another member of the party too, not just Felgalosh. You may want to reiterate it to Dinok.
Oh,
Well,
Okay.
Dinok just said probably be safest to just refer to him as Your Excellency.
Your
then.
Excellency, yeah. Your Excellency, Your Majesty. Something that refers to him by position rather than by name. The first dragon of all dragon kind. Makes you wonder how long he's been alive. Hello, wife.
Well, okay.
I didn't know you got married.
Woman, I've been married probably longer than you've been out of high school.
How old do you think I am?
In your 20s.
I will have you know, in August, I turned 30.
Oh, so you are in your 20s.
Technically correct.
Okay, so if you graduated high school at 18 and you are 29 now, I have been married for almost
I am
14
30
years.
now, sir.
Okay. Oh, I see. You just turned 30? Okay, I've been married longer than you've been out of high school.
What year did you get married?
2012. Oh, sorry, 2010. Thank you, wife.
Uh-oh.
I started high school when you got married. Then
Sorry, it was 2010. Yes, I've been married longer than you've been out of high school.
2010
I'm the other old man here.
How old are you?
33. I'll have you
Yeah,
know.
I think he and I are
Yeah.
like just a few months apart, right?
Mhm.
I was 2 years off graduating. Halfway through high school.
So yes, I've been married a long time. I've had a wife coming in and out for the last 151 sessions since we began.
Okay.
anyway,
Dude, I also know you have a wife. I was joking about your character having a wife.
Oh, well, I am off the ball. Sorry.
I think we all are off the ball tonight.
Tonight is just pure pandemonium.
Chaos, Gremlin.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all good. At least I'm not getting my alcohol facts wrong.
As you guys are talking, you hear. I don't have a bell, otherwise I'd use a bell, but this is the best I got.
A dice bag. I hear a dice bag.
Wait. Hold on. Nope, didn't know.
I had a bell in my room at one point. I don't know
Don't
where
have
it
a bell.
went.
Oh, there we go.
I used to.
Good enough. No, we don't. So you hear a bell and at the sitting at the top of the stairs here. You see a different dragonborn. This one of a. Sorry, I was pressing something. You see a individual of white, almost like white scale, almost like a platinum white coloration of scale. This dragon looked to be feminine in presentation, and she kind of speaks and kind of goes, "Dinner is served. If you will accompany me to the master dining room, we will begin." And she waits on you.
Didn't we just eat though?
Let's hope it is more along the lines of actual rich people dining. More
So something light and airy.
and relatively small in amount. That probably
And-
costs more than our entire net worth combined times 30.
Anything,
I mean-
anything times 0 is still 0.
Ooh,
Sorry, I'm talking
that-
about my net worth.
I said our
Ooh.
included net worth.
Ooh,
meaning
that one hurts.
items, magical components, and such.
You guys climb to the top of the stairs and follow
Yeah.
this dragon. She leads you through a few twists and turns of this massive manor with elaborate paintings of various humanoid-looking forms and other draconic forms, just scattered, layering the walls. The windows all having a gorgeous view of the outside, either surrounding gardens or area. And one pass by, you could even just faintly make out the arena where you guys battle. Before she kind of leads you into, before she throws open two large doors that leads into this massive dining room with a huge table sat kind of in the middle. It's not like one of those rich people super long tables. It's one of those like it's a table that's probably about 20 feet long, but it's also probably almost 20, about probably 15 feet. Massive.
Compared to a normal table.
Um, Please be seated. The seat at the head of the table is reserved for the speaker. Enjoy, and she will step out, closing the doors behind you. And as you turn back to the table, you do see that the table is set up with multiple chairs on the side, only one head table chair, in which for the silver light. You guys, I'm assuming, take some seats.
Yes, of course.
Awesome.
Probably close to the head of the table, but not right up on it.
That is easy.
I don't want to have to shout.
That is easy enough. Well, there's kind of like a rough imagery for you for table size.
Actually, yeah, I kind of like that.
We're gonna say here's the. Oop,
Yeah, sorry.
Right there.
Sorry, I was stretching my I hurt my shoulder almost 2 weeks ago, and it still bothers me. But it's okay. Stupid height.
Oops, that's not what I meant to do.
As you guys kind of enter, there does begin to play.
There we go.
There does appear to be some music that begins to kind of play idly in the back of the tab.
Chair. One. I wonder if I can just copy these.
I was just gonna put you guys on the map.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's better. I'll stop trying to decorate your screen.
Is it just me or there's 2D knocks?
There is not anymore.
Ah!
Totally. I feel like a part of me has been lost. That chair just got much bigger.
It did. Intentional.
It's for a dragon.
Yeah. It's actually a throne.
Should we indicate Felglos to sit here or here?
Working on him.
Or where would he go?
Actually,
Maybe we should have somebody seated down there next to Asta. Wait, did she just get dumped in a chair? Or is she awake now?
Yeah, she's
Who
still
dumped
asleep.
me?
Oh yeah, she would possibly be awake. Asta, can you roll a Constitution saving throw, please?
Sure.
This ought to be good.
She would if she were awake to do so. Ooh.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What is with your roll 20?
Maybe my roll 20's drunk too.
Apparently.
Okay, we're gonna go with the first result of a 7.
No, I want the 20!
Too bad.
Earn it.
I did.
You rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. I don't think you get to just choose from 6 results.
I say I do.
Too bad.
Okay, how about this? I'll roll a d6, and whatever the result is the number I'll use, okay?
Okay.
Alright, hold on. Where's my heavy one? Ready? Here it goes.
Oh, look, it's a 1.
It bounced out of my tray. Hold on. Gosh dang it, it did it again. There we go. Okay. It's a 4. It's a 9.
Not much better.
So you get a 9. You are still asleep.
Fine.
So, is there anything that you guys wish to say, discuss, or do before I move on?
Well, what's the spread in front of us?
Nothing at the moment.
Tablecloth. Probably made out of some fancy linen.
It is literally a tablecloth of gold leaf.
It would actually probably be like a fancy, like white-ish tablecloth with like golden, the golden embroidery dragons kind of throughout the tablecloth.
It almost
Fancy.
feels like a shame to eat on, though. It's going to get dirty. Oh, unless we eat very carefully. Which
Let's
I
just
know
hope there's
I
nothing like-
can.
Let's just hope there's nothing like
Nothing
dip
with tomato sauce.
or borscht.
Or run that one by me again.
Borscht, the beet soup.
So
The what?
what? Yeah, I didn't catch what you actually said there. The something soup.
Hold on.
Either way, it doesn't sound like Katya, like something Katya's ever had before.
Blech!
Oh God!
Yep. Yep,
That is not a soup. That's a word salad.
I don't know what happened there. Sorry, I tried to post something in the Discord.
All I got was a line of
That's how that
text,
works. Yep.
data, image, JPEG, base.
It's a very
64,
red. It's a
9.
it's made out of beets.
Oh, yeah. Chances are that's probably not gonna
And
be
it
served
is
here anyway.
very red.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna be served here. Just this place seems
that's
way. This place
that's a
seems way
vivid
too
red.
fancy.
Yeah. There's a
Please
reason
spell it.
why in Minecraft beets give red dye.
Borscht. Oh, borscht.
I just looked up beet soup.
With sour cream. Oh yeah, that'll sell it for me.
It's just,
What? Don't like
No,
sour
thank
cream?
you. Not exactly.
um,
Not one of my favorite things.
Dang. That's
Ah.
sad.
yes, I love how I looked up borscht, and in Google Images, there's just a picture of an ambulance.
Must have been undercooked.
and it's like I have one line of actual like pictures of borscht, and it's like, what the hell? Oh, there we go. I clicked on the wrong borscht.
So Dinok would describe this beet soup to Katya, who would then say, "No, I don't think anything like that's gonna be served here. This place seems way too fancy for that."
Quick question, guys. Think it'd be rude for Asta to be asleep when the Silverlight gets here? / do you think she's slept it off yet?
Want to find out?
It's only been a few minutes since. I mean, well, maybe more like.
Oh,
15
it's also
to 20,
magical.
really.
But
Dinok will lean over, sniff a little bit. Oh, nope. She's still slosh.
okay.
I'm not sure which is worse, having her asleep or having her talking. Right now.
Well, drunk.
Exactly. If she wasn't drunk, might not be such a bad deal, but I am a bit concerned of offending someone known as the first of all dragon kind. Like, this goes beyond meeting with royalty, in my eyes. Or maybe they've had a lot of time to be real chill and not be so worried about formalities. Maybe we'll get lucky. I have an idea. Maybe we can, maybe I can polymorph her into something so that it's like she's not even there.
No.
Why not?
You want
That-
to hide me?
That was somehow worse than my idea.
What was your idea?
To paint her eyelids to look like eyes.
Oh, that is...
You're gonna Captain Jack Sparrow her?
Your friend down there seems awfully quiet. Good. I was gonna like turn her into a mouse or some kind of a bug or something, so that's she can't be seen.
Oh, now I'm thinking of how we used to sleep through class in middle school. Fold the hands, set the forehead on the hands facing down, and just put her in that position and just leave her there.
Just say like you used to paint eyelids on your eyeballs on your eyelids to sleep through middle school.
I knew someone that tried that.
No. Did it work?
No. They also tried it in the worst possible class to try it in.
Which is?
Trigonometry.
No, this was middle school. This was the teacher that was basically entirely known
Oh God.
for wanting to punish classes for no reason. She once made our entire class just copy pages from a book because someone spoke too loud before class.
Why are all my spells called Legacy now? I don't like it.
Because D&D Beyond has updated, and now everything is from
Beyond.
from one D&D, and now we're all fucked.
Ooh. Okay. This is the only thing I'm
Thankfully,
going to be willing to try.
they did give us legacy stuff, so we're not,
Yeah, it doesn't get completely removed. Okay, so Katya is going to use message while Asta is asleep, and
Oh Lord.
use
Is
it
this
to
hinting that
whisper.
she can talk in her sleep?
She's going to use it to whisper into Asta's ear, saying, "When you wake up, you will be sober."
Are you trying to hypnotize me?
He is. I'm
Mind
just
over
hoping you
matter?
wake up with a hangover.
That's about all I've got right now. Anything other than that is not really designed for fixing her.
Yeah, I don't think.
I mean,
Wait, do I not?
if I wasn't so worried about it, I'd just cast haste on her and make her extra speedy.
Oh God.
Oh God, no. No.
Maybe it'll make her move to the alcohol faster. Who knows?
Yes, make me
Oh.
speedy.
No.
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 Okay. My backup plan is if she wakes up and starts causing trouble, I'm flying across the table, using Dimension Door, and getting us both out of there.
Where the hell? Do I actually not have freaking?
Or maybe I'm overthinking this.
I feel like I really screwed up my prepared spells because apparently I don't even have Dispel Magic prepared, and I always have that prepared.
I love reading this. Unarmed strike. You make an attack roll against the creature, and on a hit, you deal -1 bludgeoning damage. My attacks are so weak, I'ma heal you. Okay.
Still more effective than healing word.
Maybe I'm overthinking this. Like maybe I could mix up something really quick with any herbs I happen to have on me at the moment, and I could just make some kind of a tonic that'll cure her of drunkenness.
No. This is forbidden.
If DM will allow me to attempt that.
I mean, you certainly can try. What do you got on you?
According to my other possessions, all I've really got on me is various roots and herbs used for flavoring food. But that's not very specific enough to say, yeah, I could totally use that something to mix up a salve with that.
He's got weed.
I have a licorice root. I'm not sure how that'll help.
I'll tell you
I
what.
mean, I have incense if that'll help.
Tell you what.
What?
Throw together a number of things that you feel like might be helpful,
Mm-hmm.
because as you do this, excuse me, a servant boy, kind of a dragonborn boy, I guess, but that's weird. Steps into the room, kind of at the far side, and goes. Sorry, let me rephrase. Our esteemed guests, our Draconic Majesty will be joining you. Please stand and welcome Vormad the Firstborn. And he will kind of turn and begin like a kind of a half bow. You have approximately 1 round to attempt a mixture and to pass over to Asta. What is it that you are throwing together?
Okay.
It sounds like a game show.
Well, that means I don't even have enough time to try and recall any information on what is good for taking away the drunken state. So I'm going to take my licorice root that I usually use for haste.
Okay.
And I will mix that with some of my roots and herbs that I've got I've been using for flavoring out in the wild, and kind of toss that together with the mortar and pestle I got.
Okay. Make a dexterity check.
Can I give him a guidance?
Oh no.
You have guidance.
D4?
Yeah.
D4? Okay. That's a grand total of 8.
Are you happy with that result?
Not really, considering time is of the essence. How many rerolls do we have? Oh, quite a few. Yeah, I'll take one of those.
Use one anyway.
Okay, I'll use one of them.
Oh,
And
hey.
I will try that dexterity again. Bloop. 13 with guidance.
Well, you could keep the other guidance of 3.
Oh, okay, perfect. Then I'll keep the 16.
Because that doesn't technically get re-rolled. Not technically speaking.
Good.
Okay. Guidance is an action, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure, refreshing my memory. Okay. Are you satisfied with the
Yep.
16? Oh, wait, you can't re-roll.
Satisfied as I'm gonna get. Yep.
Yeah, you can't re-roll a second time anyway. So. All right. So you very quickly whip together a almost like a slab, like you said, a slab, Slav.
Salve.
Salve. There we go. I knew it was there. It was on the tip of my tongue. And you very quickly whip it together with your mortar and pestle with a little bit of aid and guidance from Valinar. But is closing in on the end of your turn, and you still have this in your hand. You've used your action. What are you going to do?
Bonus action to administer it, or is that a full action?
You are across the table.
Denock will take his action, mage hand it over to him,
Good idea.
and then bonus action apply it.
That's where I don't know.
Mm-hmm. That's a good question.
Can it be Could it just be a panic? Shove it down her throat.
That depends. Does Asta snore?
When you're drunk, yeah.
Asta?
This is a character thing. I'll let her decide.
What was
Does Asta snore?
I
You
thought
know-
it was canon that all dwarves.
You know what? Let's roll for it.
Sure.
All right.
I'm gonna say evens you do, odds you don't.
Fair enough.
And this means I won't be able to cast haste until I can get another licorice root.
Even, yes.
Okay.
Snores.
So
Snore.
the
Clunk.
fact that she does snore, I will allow it to be a bonus action.
Okay, bonus action and apply it.
You shove it into her mouth.
I'm sorry. What are you shoving into my mouth?
A hangover cure, quote unquote.
Remedy.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
We hope. Is that?
That's
I didn't exactly have a lot of time to really think on it before. By the way, here comes the Silverlight. Like, oh god, we got to get her up now.
Yeah. Go
If
ahead.
nothing else, it'll wake her up and she'll pop to her feet, ready for a fight.
Go ahead and roll me a D100, Katya.
Oh, because I have good luck with those.
You have the best of luck
Well,
with
a lot of experience with them, actually. 82.
For some odd reason, Katia blows up.
I feel like Dinok cast counterspell out of reflex here.
He sees that the die has been
got
cast.
it on speed dial.
He sees the die has been cast. He's like, oh no.
Okay. So, Asta. Two things happen immediately. One, you wake up. Two, there is an awful taste in your mouth.
I was hoping the licorice might make it a little bit better, but you know.
It was black licorice.
What would you do?
Black licorice with
Who does Asta
time.
see when she very first opens her eyes?
Probably Dinok because I'm administering the poultice.
or
Do you know-
Valinor across the table.
Dinok, I'm sorry, but she pukes on you.
Immediate prestidigitation.
Valinor produces a orange gator. Somebody goes drink this.
Asta, when you puke, you're no longer feeling toxic. You definitely know that you're still slightly hungover. So for the purposes of, at least for now, you are still under the poisoned condition,
but you don't have, but you are not drunk.
and Dinok, you are immediately kind of casting prestidigitation as the doors swing open to the dining room. And turn this off. You guys kind of all turn, and I imagine you guys would stand as well, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So as you guys stand, you guys see this immaculate dressed man. He looks to be human. This platinum blonde hair kind of flowing down from this whitish tanned skin. He is dressed completely in like this white tuxedo. And he and this man is rather large. Like, even being a humanoid, he has like the characteristical size of like a Goliath. Like, he's big. He's nearly 10 feet tall and pretty wide as well. Almost like you would have seen in like in terms of like a Goliath, but he's got hair, none of the tattoos. His skin is flawless, and his smile, well, if looks could kill.
Oh.
And as he,
Composure.
as he kind of walks in, he grins largely.
That's good enough.
Oh, God.
Katya hides the erection. And
What? I should hope wouldn't have to do that.
Valinor is now considering casting sleep on Katia.
I will not be so easily felled. Or would I?
We're distracted, so
as he smiles warmly and kind of goes, "Welcome." No, I'm kidding. That would be so funny.
Welcome to my abode. In the best falsetto voice we've ever heard.
God, that's so creepy.
Welcome to the castle.
Hey, it's me.
No, Disney will start suing us for
I-
copyright infringement.
But I'm not the voiceover. Huh? Don't do it, fucker.
I'll cut you, bitch.
I'll stab you.
I'll cut you, bitch.
What was I saying? Okay.
Okay.
You kind of, yeah.
Gosh.
He kind of smiles warmly, this large kind of smile, and he kind of goes, "Ah, greetings and salutations, friends. I welcome you into my abode." As he
We
kind
are
of
honored, Your Excellency.
smiles. And he goes,
Please call me
ow.
You good, bro?
I sneezed.
He kind of goes, yes, yes. Please call me Vormad. That's what my mother called me.
Vormod?
Mm-hmm. Vormad. As
So
as my
Katya will
Spell, please.
Vormad.
Vormad. Okay. So Katya will do a curtsy after Dinox's introduction and will say in Draconic, "Good tidings, Sir Vormad. It is a pleasure to meet you."
He kind of like gives a head tilt and kind of almost like in surprise and admiration. Kind of goes, looks over to you, Dinoc, and kind of goes, "This one speaks our tongue. Did you have something to do with this, or is he just clever?"
She knew it when we met.
Turns back to you, Katya. And in Draconic, will say, "You're not being a kiss ass, are you?" And like raise a large eyebrow.
Not trying, but is it working?
The
I
night
just
is
want to be on good terms.
the night is still early to tell.
I'm just trying to make sure that we are in your good graces.
Of course. You guys came here on Mother's
Whim, I guess. But
please sit. And he kind of takes a seat in his chair, almost like falling down to it a little bit.
food will be served soon. In the meantime, let's converse. What reason did you have to come here beyond mother sending you?
Okay. Above game. Do we know this mother that he keeps mentioning?
I'm gonna say it's
um,
the goddess
the-
of wisdom.
Yeah,
That's
Scientia.
Scientia.
Okay. It just occurred to me as I asked.
It's like the words come out and your brain's like, here's the answer to your question.
Yeah. It's like
Oh, I love it when that happens.
he says mother. Who's mother? Oh right.
Yep.
Scientia.
Yeah, if you guys recall, Scientia had stated
Yeah.
that the island is protected by one of her creations.
Oh damn. This must have been one of her first.
What, do you remember what the squire introduced him as?
The first dragon.
Yes.
The firstborn.
The firstborn.
Firstborn, just straight up. Not firstborn dragon, firstborn. Oh.
Oh, really? I thought it was just firstborn dragon.
Nope, literally number one creation.
The title
So we're talking.
the title Vormad has is the firstborn.
As in, he is the firstborn in all of creation.
Or at least of Scientia.
Oh yeah. That makes him as old as Mundus himself. Herself? Itself. Yes.
So, you guys came here for other reasons other than for what mother sent you for?
Well, we do have some goals of our own. Among them, we are hoping for one of your scales. Or at least, let me be perfectly honest. I am hoping for one of your scales.
Yes, actually, Scientia was the one that told us that one of your scales was necessary for Dinoc, and actually had us seek you out um, in order to acquire one.
I do recall part of the competition agreement being uh for one of those, but I don't know why one of my skills is needed.
My 10 years ago, my wife was struck with an incurable illness, one that not even the greatest of priests or doctors of my island, Hofkeen, could cure, or would cure. She passed from it, and I've spent the last 10 years attempting to bring her back, as her death was more than just a little unjust. And among other things necessary, scientist herself said that one of your scales would be part of that
Ah,
process.
okay, understood. I can see why they would. This would be required. Um. Hmm. Interesting. What else brings you to my realm?
Um, the next one's a little more complicated and a lot more involved than just acquiring a scale. We had a run-in with a new species that we had never met before, calling themselves the Illithid. Mind flayers and the like, and all of their brainwashed thrall while we were below the surface, and they they have been a bit of a problem with one of the outposts there, run by humans, and we were trying to help them get their people back, but ran into a bit of a snag. And so some things had happened before that, such as what was it exactly?
Your weave.
Yes, Valinar here, and Katya gestures to Valinar beside
We're
her.
good.
Okay.
I misclicked on
So-
the thing and started opening up another web browser.
Okay.
Oh.
So Katya motions to Valinar. Our comrade here was on the verge of death, and I had to use more power than I should have in order to bring him somewhere where he could be helped. And it cost me my magic power and almost my life in exchange. Um,
Don't
are you
worry.
laughing at me?
No, I'm fighting. I rolled a die and I was like, oh, that's not a very good number. Let me see what his modifiers are.
And that's when you laughed.
Yes. When I pulled up his modifiers, I rolled an 8, and this is for a history check. Okay.
Okay.
Rolled an 8 on die. You want to guess what my total is?
Over
30.
20?
25.
It is. Hold on, I gotta do math now.
Do the math.
It is 24.
Still close.
Jesus. Okay. Anyways, so continuing the story.
Sorry.
As a result of my actions, Valinar was allowed to live, but I lost my ability to use magic at all. And with the world in such a dangerous state, and us having the ability to do something about it, I needed my power back. and that meant visiting a place of power, and the only location we knew of happened to be right in the heart of where the Illithid live, also under their strict control. So we had to make a bit of a bargain for the betterment, for the greater good, in order to ensure I could get my power back. Apparently, their elder wants a dragon for some purpose that I can only guess as nefarious, and is currently holding one of our friends hostage, as well as his brother and many people and other races. They're all under this constant threat by this other power. I know your kind in the past have fought against demons, correct?
He kind of nods, listening, drinking in your entire story. As it just happens, you guys are beginning to be served food, but I would like you to continue your story.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm no fan of demons myself. They've given us our share of trouble, but to see them, even them being brainwashed by these Illithid, is troublesome, because that means they will stop at nothing to claim this world as their own. I could be misreading their intentions, but it doesn't look good. They're definitely a threat that, if left unchecked, would endanger all of Mundus. And so this may be a bit difficult, because I'm kind of the one that agreed that since we knew of the location of a dragon, that we would bring one to them for their plans. Now, I don't have any intentions to just hand over a dragon to the Illithid. It was kind of a bluff to be able to get my power back and save at least our people. But I would like to ask for your assistance and cooperation to bring them low, if you will.
There is
Before I dive into anything,
Hey, my.
well, damn.
I feel like that's where our conversation is
man.
about to end up going to.
Yeah.
Not exactly. He kind of goes, before I dive into too much here, tell me, do you have any affiliation or know anything of the Strogro Empire?
Of the what?
The who and what now?
Strgo Empire. Strigo.
STR Strigo Imp. Where have I heard this name before?
Well, I keep thinking about Abstergo. So that's probably not it.
Oh, I got something.
Oh,
Oh. When we remember, okay, so the ruins that we found in the mines near the Illithid city.
oh.
When we were talking to the mind flayers, they at least told us that the Strigo Empire was a lost empire, that the ruins that were there should have been on a completely different plane of existence. But my personal experience beyond that wall had to do with the Strigo Empire right there. So, hang on, I want to get his name again. Bormad asks this question, and Katya's like, "This name sounds familiar." So she literally just whips out her, huh?
Vormad. V-O.
Vormad. Oh, V. Okay, I'll fix that in a bit.
No
So,
worries, I just wanted to make
do you-
sure it's politically correct. He's a pretty important.
Vormad. I love it. Okay, fixed. So he asks this question, and Katya's like, "That name sounds very familiar. Hang on, while I..." So she pulls out her notebook from her pack, and she starts flipping through the pages. She's like, "Where was it? Where was it? Where was it?"
And Denox
Aha, right
mind
here.
clicks and is like,
Yeah.
isn't that the runes next to the
And she points across the table. Exactly. Those mind flayers that were studying it name dropped it. The only experience I have with that is they have some unknown automatic defenses that did not like me snooping in their territory.
Yes, you came back through and were
Almost
rather
dead.
rough shape.
Yeah, it was a rough few seconds. I got we found some unknown ruins
We found a
some mines.
wall basically, and
Oh yeah,
you
it was a
dimension doored
wall.
through it or
Yeah.
teleported.
It was Dimension Door. It was a wall that was down in these mines near where we had found the Illithid city originally. And I got curious and hopped beyond this wall to see what's over here. And barely escaped with my life. And later on, the Mind Flayers were investigating this wall with some level of concern. And they said it belonged to the Strigo Empire, and the concerning part was that these ruins should not have been on this plane. And that's as far as I know.
Well, chances are the reason why those ruins were on this plane of existence is due to the Illithid. You see, the Illithid and the Stogo Empire's denizens are not from the material plane, but they are from the astral sea. Both of which have decades of history of war with one another. And the Sturgo often would chase the mind flayers from location to location. If these are indeed ruins and the population of these ruins is 0, and the Illithid are now studying, I have some major concerns about what they could be up to.
Okay, well, that means that my previous concerns are not completely wrong, but that also sounds way worse than what I originally imagined.
It is, because we know basically nothing about either of them.
Great.
They're not from here.
Okay.
They're not from
No.
here. How can I know? We don't know anything about them. Nothing. And
Exactly.
to my knowledge, the Illithid, if there were Illithid present during the Ascension War, they worked in the background. They were not part of the armed forces.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the
Yes.
conversation is happening. These large platters. I say large. For a human, they're large. They're not like dragon-sized platters.
And
Um,
real quick.
Yeah.
Just on a whim, knowing that the other experience I had, Valinor is just an ancient person. He's just gonna mind link with himself and just on a whim ask it. Hey, do you happen to know what the Strigo or Illithids are? / what they want?
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
Give me a wisdom saving. No advantage.
Oh, then ignore the second roll.
Yeah, the 29 is good
Probably
enough.
worth.
That's
Yeah.
high.
I would really like to use that second roll, but no.
Yeah.
I will come back to that, okay?
Okay.
Valinar's personality changes because his other soul has taken over now.
Yeah.
God, that'd be hilarious. Valinar, make a new character, same
Well, all right.
stats, same person.
Same race, same stats, same name, new character.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That'd be fun. Another day. Sorry. I don't see any blood in it.
It's from your shoulder.
I didn't hurt my shoulder like that. Anyway. Yes, no, these platters are laid before you. These tops are pulled. And in when you look at it, at first you don't see anything on the platters. But as you look at it, food begins to take shape. And the food is whatever your character would find to be the most delectable food in their mind.
No.
Oh god.
My mind first went, shit, I'm about to have a steaming dick appear on my table.
It would be actual food.
I mean,
Thank
there
God.
is spotted dick.
It's spotted dick in the shape of a dick.
No.
Tell you what we'll do. We'll come back to what is on your guys' plate here in a minute.
Okay.
But first, wisdom saving throw of 29 is incredible.
Yes.
Aye.
Valinar, you have a brief vision and almost like a flashback. Like it feels like a memory, but it's not your memory. Not to your knowledge.
Yeah.
And it's a flash of a war. Explosions are raining down around everywhere around you. What looked to be like fireball explosions going off in the sky hundreds of feet above your head. You
Ew.
have no idea where you are. The landscape is rocky and jagged, foreign to anywhere you have ever been on Mundus before. You can hear voices around you, but all of them are kind of what's the word? Muffled, like with it like as if your ears are ringing. And then through all of that, you feel a similar connection that you have when you mind link with somebody, or when Cardin has mind linked with you in the past. And a voice calls out to you.
Mm-hmm.
What you hear, Daniel. Oh, are you okay? Focus! Another wave is coming. And you turn and look, following following kind of where the voice is kind of coming from. You see a wave, a familiar-looking thralls that look familiar, of the Illithid, clawing and scattering their way across the ground towards you As you guys and you can kind of tell in this moment now that you're inside of a trench of some kind. Vision fades.
Okay.
Snap back to reality.
What was the name he called me?
Renil.
Rem-
Ranil.
Ranil. Renil. Okay. So you just everyone just kind of sees Valinar all of a sudden just kind of like he's snapping out of like a trance and just go, "Who the fuck is Renil?"
Out loud?
Everybody
Yeah.
kind of turns and looks to you.
Valinar, are you?
I said that out loud, didn't I?
Yeah, kind of. What's going on?
You guys know I have a second soul in me, right?
Yes.
On a
Yeah.
whim,
Oh, this is
I tried to
intriguing.
ask it if it knew who the hell the Strigo and Illithid are and what their goals are. And I had a
Mind link with
memory.
yourself?
Essentially, I'm mind linked with myself, kind of, sort of. It had to be a Kalishtar to understand. But I got a memory where I was standing in the middle of the hell was that? A rocky terrain, explosions everywhere. It was like a war zone in a trench, and some guy called me Renil. And he said there was another wave coming. Looked up, and we saw Illithid Thrall charging. And that's where the vision ended.
Okay, good to know.
What color was the sky?
DM? I don't remember if you said the color of the sky.
I did not.
Did not.
I'm gonna have you make a perception check for me. However, you are not using your modifiers.
Oh,
Can you because this was in a vision that you took that you were in, use so roll a d20, and you're gonna add 7.
a D20 and 7.
Yep. D20 plus.
26.
Damn.
I saw that one wink at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sky was black, like it was darkness above you, basically. But you saw stars.
But not nighttime.
Well, you saw stars, but it didn't feel like nighttime.
It did not feel like nighttime?
To you, it did not feel like to you in the vision. It did not feel like it was night.
Okay. So yeah, Valnar would just kind of respond. It looked like a night sky, but it didn't feel like night. Weird to say.
Interesting.
The plot thickens.
You were on an asteroid.
A what?
An asteroid, a hunk of rock in space in the astral sea. You have, given that you were fighting against the Illithid, you have a connection to the Stogo,
Okay.
which also tells
Oh.
me, based off of your age, that this population, or a population anyway, has been here on Mundus for much longer than I would have guessed.
Wait, if your spirit has connections to this whole thing, what about Carden?
That's a question for another
know.
day. I don't think we'll ever know.
Meanwhile, we
Or at least
jump back
we-
to Carden, and Carden's like, "Do do do do. I'm working on the railroad." Oh.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we will never know if he continues to be enslaved by the Illithid.
Yeah. Well, at least I have a new avenue to research, I guess. For
Yeah,
Neil,
and
straight.
because we
straight-
didn't have enough problems with worrying about demons and the islands falling and whatever is going on Valinar's island and my island still, the Sleeping King, and now we have alien squids and something that was fighting against them also invading our home.
Well, given
You
how
never
they-
know, it could all be connected.
given how they've integrated with young Valinar's life here, it's very possible that the Sturgo did this out of either A, necessity of survival of their blood lineage, or B, crash landed and did not think there was any fight to be fought, and that they're hiding. I would be
Just
curious.
add that to my quest log.
Did- And he'll turn to you, Valinor, for a moment. Did you have any kind of reaction when you first encountered an Illithid?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
None that I can really remember.
Have you had a connection with... Have you ever had any interaction with their elder?
No. I
Hmm.
think I'm pretty sure
I have.
Kadia and Cardin, I think, are the only two that have. Two of us have.
Hmm. I would be curious. It's rare, but it's not unheard of Kalistar's second soul becoming an alter ego based off of a trigger of some massive proportion. I wonder if something like the Elder within an Illithid colony could be such a trigger.
You like become a entirely different person, or like switch back and forth.
It is unclear. Like I said, it's not unheard of, but it is extremely rare. Helishar themselves are extremely rare entities. You've probably been told that only one of them can exist at a time.
And that was
There's the
immediately disproven.
There's the fact that we have Cardin.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, one of two things happens. One of the two Kalistars are not from the material plane, or their origins are not of the material plane.
Oh.
Pretty sure I was born on the material plane.
That's why I said origin, meaning parents or potentially grandparents.
Does this mean that Valinar himself could be from the Strigo Empire and the second soul just happened to take over from a young age?
There's a lot that could go into this. All of my information is speculation. Long story? Yes. Or sorry, short story?
Okay.
Yes. Long story? Kind of just
It's
a
a
lot of
long
variables.
story.
So. While you guys take a moment to digest this information,
Yeah.
I would like
Valinar, the space
I want-
alien.
I want to go around and have everybody describe what would appear on their plate as what they would see as most delectable. And we'll start with the quiet group with Yet. Oh, blind!
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What does yet see is delectable?
The
A
most.
big pile of juicy hay.
He sees a giant salad with
Mm.
steak and peppers and onions and cauliflower and broccoli, smothered in a honey mustard dressing.
Oh, there it is. I was like, okay, where's the blind influence? Where's the honey mustard? There it is.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but that's what would appear before yet, and would, and it would be. The entire thing would be as if it was prepared to perfection for you. And for Asta, what would be the most delectable meal for her?
Asta.
Mind 2.
She's just so engrossed in it, she has to think. Asta just sees a big pile of like every different kind of meat you can imagine.
Oh, okay.
And a large drink of alcohol.
Oh God.
There's a large flagon, not draconic sized large flagon, but a large human sized flagon of a semi strong ale, and a smorgasbord of different assorted meats across your platter. And then we'll go over to we'll go Dina.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. What is on Dinox's platter? The
What would I find appetizing?
The most amazing bacon mac and cheese. And probably oh, do I want Salisbury steak? Yeah, Salisbury steak. The most perfect. Hello?
Hello.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Just making sure because no one was saying anything.
I was listening intently and also trying to
Yeah,
think
yeah.
of what am I going to eat.
Fair enough.
Yeah, my
So
apologies.
yeah,
So you said what again? I'm so sorry.
bacon mac and Salisbury steak and a small light salad.
All of it prepared to perfection. The cheese, the cheesiest. Katya.
On Katya's plate is perhaps the largest animal leg you may have ever seen on any plate ever. As a matter of fact, it's way too big to be even a turkey leg. It's also got a side of asparagus and farm fresh potatoes with a cream gravy. If anybody wants to know more about the leg, they would have to ask.
Okay.
No.
Anybody want to
Oh.
know?
Well, Katya will make the announcement of, "Oh wow, I haven't had one of these in so long.
One of what?
Oh, this? It's a wallaroo leg. It's a delicacy where I come from. See, I think I've explained wallaroos to y'all in the past. They're kind of like, I guess, large rabbits in a way, but they're also mammalian. They are usually used for desert transportation. They hop around, got real big legs. And when they reach the end of life and are unable to transport anymore, they're usually butchered and sold as a delicacy for the rich folk to eat. Since I've had to avoid my family for at least a couple of years before being transported away, I haven't seen a wallaroo leg in so long.
And on Valinar's plate.
On Valinar's plate, you'll see basically chopped up chicken, onions, peppers, and shrimp grilled to perfection, along with rice, drenched in queso sauce with some tortillas on the side to make wraps.
That honestly sounds
Nice.
delicious.
Mexican food for Valinar, gotcha.
Yes. It's basically a fajita.
Yeah.
Damn it, I'm not even hungry. Now I'm hungry.
You're welcome.
Alright, cool. There's a lot of meat on both the dragon's plates.
Understandable.
Yeah. The I was gonna say something and I have forgotten. How are you guys doing digesting and processing that information that was given?
I'm still digesting and processing the food in front of me. I mean, we had eaten like 30 minutes before this, or maybe an hour now. So,
Daw.
mm. So, with our kind of new information on the Striga Empire, or Striga Empire, and the Illithids, I guess it's safe to assume that not only are they a looming threat, but have been for a very, very long time, even beyond our plane of existence. And the fact that their elder that seems to be operating somewhat locally is interested in acquiring a dragon for its own control. I believe their speaker said something along the lines of wanting to become part of the material plane, or something along those lines. Which doesn't sit well with me either way.
No. That is an interesting proposition, though. I don't know what this creature has up their sleeve.
All I know is my short time with the elder. I have an hour of my life that I can't get back. I have no recollection of it at all.
Chances are, though, you may not. There's rumors that I've heard that there are sects or segments of Illithid colonies that act as thought eaters. They devour and consume thoughts, memories.
Why would they want Cardin then?
Is he? Well, kind of gestures to yet similar.
Haven't been around yet long enough to consider him intelligent or not intelligent. He's a great fighter, though.
Okay, so that's what I was getting at. They want them for the brawn. He make excellent Val.
The fact that he is also the
Good
second
point.
Kalishtar.
Oh.
Also the thing that they could be blindly ill aware of. And I say this because knowing Kalishtas are almost indistinguishable from humans.
Right, but if you had the power to read thoughts,
True, but
Then
it's
everyone would get still confused because I think in Corey.
But it's also not like it's also not like you have conversations or thoughts with your own alter soul. There's no dialogue there. Thoughts would still be your own thoughts. There would not be another voice.
Wait, wasn't Cardin's brother enthralled? And wouldn't Cardin's brother know he's...
potentially.
Thinks we...
Throw it onto the list of things we don't know about people.
Yeah. Not sure. Are there any other questions? I enjoy the company. What else is there that I can do for you?
I mean, you've been around for a long time, I can gather. So
Huh?
you must know at least a little bit about everything.
Potentially, yes.
So we have been made aware that the floating islands in the sky above the surface are a little less than a year away from all plummeting towards the surface and causing a catastrophic event that would wipe out potentially all life on the planet. Do you know why they're plummeting?
My best guess would be the power stored in the harmony crystals. That this power is unstable
Okay.
or diminishing. Both could be likely. Mother and Uncle An was created these harmony stones in kind of a moment of panic, in a moment of urgency. They didn't have the time to develop them and give them proper power sources. They had to make do with what was present. Limited resources, pressed for time. Eventually the power sources would fail. But
That's where we come in.
time was potentially. Do you have?
She gave us information on how to infinitely power them. We've already powered the one for our flying fortress, taking 2 elemental lord souls of opposite elements.
Yeah, that's fascinating. This is definitely the loop potentially would cause potential indefinite power.
The idea is to get 2 souls that are oppositely charged and essentially force them into crystals and let them duke it out for the rest of eternity. And they have to be of equal power, or eventually one will overpower the other and the crystal will fail again. So we have tested the theory with our own flying fortress, but we still have every other floating island out there to essentially fix. And if we can get some leads on some powerful souls that could benefit from being trapped for eternity, that would definitely help us in our mission.
One theory I had was reaching an agreement with several divine celestials of some make. Perhaps just simply planetars or equal. Rotating so that they're not trapped for all eternity, but rather,
On a shift.
yes, on a shift against a fully trapped demons.
Intriguing proposition. One that I'd be very curious to see how it would play out. This is kind of the best of my information.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose what Katya was getting at also is, do you know of any entities who would count as powerful souls? Who need to be put away?
Pretty
I
much
could think of one.
Pretty much any of the pretty much any of the demon generals, the 7 sins.
Oh, right. Yeah, we were told about those once. Never got a chance to hunt them down.
Don't know if we're strong enough for that.
At least not yet.
Well, you held your own against a great worm. It is very possible that there's it is very possible that there is a You held your own against a great worm. There's a very great possibility that you could hold your own against one of them.
Who is it that... Was it Martinez that told us about them originally?
Yes. Because they were, like, protecting the portals or something like that.
I'm trying to find it. I also had to yell at my dog. Which one did he mention? I know he mentioned like one of them was a good one to start. Hmm. Ah, here we go. We were told that our best starting point would be to go with Sloth because he'd be the easiest to eliminate, but he'd also be one of the easiest to replace. And they are all led by Tenebrous. That name again.
You can almost feel the ground rumble when you say Tenebris's name. As you look over, you can see nothing but anger and hatred in the Silver Light's eye.
I take it you and him don't get along.
No, not even in the least. Kind of says through gritted teeth.
So what's the history there? If you don't mind sharing.
There's not much to share. The dragons attempted to help during the Ascension War, and we paid very heavy prices for it. Part of the reason why we were even drafted into the war, and part of the reason why we were needed in the war, was because of the sin.
Hey. Well, he's gonna be a problem for another day. Obviously, we haven't been able to track him down yet. What do you know of the Sleeping King?
I know that he was a mortal who is attempted to ascend to godhood, but after the Ascension War, he kind of vanished. Haven't seen or heard anything about him since.
I have a personal theory that he may be in league with Demonkind, but I don't have enough information one way or the other. He could just be a separate threat entirely. Seems there's so many problems plaguing Mundus these days. I remember when the only problems I had to worry about were those that I dealt with back at home. And occasionally figuring out how to afford rent. Okay, so then I'd like to go back around to one of our first topics. Now, I may be mistaken. What were all the rewards we were supposed to be getting for completing the different rounds in the arena?
The scale?
My brain's starting to shut down.
The scale and the magic.
Scale, magic items. Magic items?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the
First place was the dragon faction as an ally.
Yeah. We didn't quite make that.
You guys were close, though.
because he cheated.
Well,
Yeah.
not really. They didn't use
He
spells.
cheated.
He used powers that were within his realm of normalcy. However, while we may not have won that battle, we still win the war because he will never live that one down. That dragon will always have to be ridiculed by his own kind because, oh, these little humans brought you that low, huh? I don't think we ever got his name.
Whose name?
The great worm that we fought.
I thought we did get his name. Not that I remember what it is.
Yeah, we got the name, and then we all just promptly forgot.
I think it was given in passing.
Well, I thought he was like announced going into the arena.
Oh, Zurich. His name was Zurich.
Oh.
We were told by one of the it was either one of the officiators or it was Belgalos that name dropped him in passing. Okay. So we may not have been done well enough in the arena to have y'all as our allies specifically, but I would greatly appreciate it and possibly be even more indebted to you if you'd be willing to help us with our illicit situation, at least to get our friends free.
Kind of.
I know it's a big ask.
That's a.
You would have access to the ruins right next to their stronghold, and we would work to assist you in clearing them.
See, I think what concerns me the most is since making the deal with the Elder, I have this concern, this deep-rooted fear that if we fall through on our end of the bargain, we will be hunted ruthlessly by these Illithid, especially me, since I was the one that partook of their power in order to recover. I feel like their Elder will find its way to me, one way or another, and in a way I fear for my life. But it's not like we'd be actually turning you over to them. It's more like we bring you to them and you settle it. I know you can. I definitely know that you would be able to handle it easily. And I would love nothing greater than to unleash a dragon at its full power upon these creatures.
Make me a persuasion.
Persuasion, don't fail me now. Okay. Do fail me then.
They're gonna be one of those. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it goes. There'll probably be like 3 more after that. That's low for me.
Because yeah, that's an 8 on the dice.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want
Yeah.
to risk it?
This is definitely an important important matter. Oh, there goes the other one. And I didn't even click that time. That one was delayed for the first click.
Oh my god.
Delay.
It's technically there should be a third one coming because I did click 3 different areas.
Do 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 do.
Okay, I'll just use D20s, roll 20s.
Okay.
So D20 here. Oh, fuck my life.
18 or 18.
So that's also
Alright.
18. Okay, I tried.
You did.
The
You
dice
did.
have spoken. That's the best I could do.
Hang on. I'm looking to see if I can give you some kind of... No, it's only if I do it. Shit. Well, can the deal that I propose that we assist in clearing the ruins next to the fortress, can we say I used my forceful presence?
That sounds like more of an intimidation thing, don't you think?
Well, it's intimidation or persuasion.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, say that one more time.
When I was trying to sway the deal to our side, talking about the fortress, or the ruins next to the Illithid stronghold, can we say I used my forceful presence in the persuasion to attempt to assist to give Katya some kind of advantage?
Okay. Yeah, I'd say you could use that resource.
Okay, that second 18 is now the advantage
23.
of your first roll.
Well, I would also say no. That's fine. This will effectively give effectively give one more.
Okay, so I get another roll. All right. 28.
There we go.
That's much more like it.
That's probably the best we're going to get.
Yeah, that's like Valinar doing a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Equivalent.
Now, the important thing is, how's that do to the first thing the goddess of knowledge made?
And kind of at you guys, and he steeples his hands, and he kind of goes, I cannot go. I have too much to do here.
Okay.
I will ask for a volunteer to aid. Somebody who is willing to go, not against their will, but of their own free volition.
It would have to be somebody who's willing because I can't teleport someone unwilling. At least not that I know of. What if Do you think
Katya,
Zurich would
Katya.
be? Hmm?
Leave that part
Sorry.
for later.
Okay, okay. I was just thinking that Zurich might be willing to jump at the opportunity to bring some more glory to his name after his almost defeat at the arena at our hands.
It's hard to say. I will put it out there, asking for the favor. I cannot promise anything,
Understandable.
but I will give them the option. It is the best I can offer. I cannot. I cannot feasibly force somebody to go. I cannot feasibly go myself.
I understand.
My apologies.
But it was worth asking. I mean, it is something that we have to take care of, unfortunately.
I understand.
If I hadn't have to push myself so hard to save Valinar here, we might not have ended up in this mess. Such as the woes of a diligent adventurer, I suppose.
Let's we will find information. We'll find out. In the meantime, let's move on to dessert, shall we?
Really?
Two massive platters. And servers come out carrying large trays. These large kind of rectangular trays. And they set them down in front of you guys. And kind of unceremoniously, kind of in a very quick manner, they pull these tray lids off. And underneath are, honestly, items. They're magical essence items crafted by dragons.
Those don't look edible.
Akinai. Katya, we're gonna start with you.
Okay.
Roll a d8.
That's a date. Boop. 1.
Yep.
I hope it's on a scale of 1 to 8, each being an item, as opposed to this determines the quality of what you're about to get.
No, it's whether or not you get an item. You only get an item on 8.
Oh, that would be my luck. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Now roll a d4.
D4. Also 1. This feels like one of those fortune teller things that kids used to make all the time in like elementary
Yeah.
school.
Okay. Now pick a word.
Doom.
So, sitting before you is a beautiful set of armor. This chainmail kind of heavy armor lays before you on this platter, and the silver light kind of just goes, armor of safeguard.
Armor of safeguarding. Is this something I could just look up in the inventory section? Oh, yep, there it is. Armor of safeguarding, chainmail.
Valinar.
Oh, that's great, but I can't equip heavy
No, no,
armor.
no.
Cool.
Valinar, roll a d8, reroll 1.
Okay. Let me click on the correct button. And D8. Try that again.
I'll thank him anyway.
7.
Before you lies a potion of liquid gold.
Okay.
Is that the name
Roll-
of it?
Roll a d3. Oh wait, nope. Sorry. Roll a d4 for me. We're basically flipping a coin. So 1, 2.
4.
So that color. Hold on, I'm looking for something else. Here. Roll a d6.
6.
So you have this liquid gold potion, with a silver, like a small silver scale suspended with it.
Ooh.
He kind of goes, okay. That one is particularly special. That is a potion of dragon's magic. There is a link in the D&D. That'll then be yet. If you would please roll a d8, reroll 1.
Rolling a D8.
Oh.
Okay.
Dum, bum, bum.
So
Hey, Valinar, how do you feel like being a sacrifice? I mean, what? Boy, would that elder brain be so disappointed when it's like, finally, I have a dragon. Takes over. It's just a person.
Yeah. Okay, so this one, you have effectively a belt, with the face of somebody that looks like, kind of looks like Asta's face.
Oh.
Haha.
And you have, he kind of looks at you and kind of goes, "Oh, bolt of dwarven kind. It's pretty rare. Although it'd probably be more for this specific item. It'd probably be more of like a dragon, but still for the mechanical purposes."
Yeah.
That is the item placed before you. Enoch. X.
Interesting.
Alright. The item placed before you is a fabric of cloth. A fine black silk cloth. Looks like it's folded into a handkerchief. And it goes,
Fascinating. I did forget we had one of those. And that is a portable hole.
Oh.
There's a what?
Oh,
Oh.
Portable hole.
oh,
Oh no.
be very careful.
I have never heard of this.
then Asta,
Oh.
you would.
Well, we've done 1, 2. So yeah, also if you would roll a d8.
Oh, it's like one of those Looney Tunes portable holes. Gotcha.
Five.
Alright.
Okay, yeah. Be careful where you put that one.
I saw that.
Here.
Okay.
Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15.
He's counting. Oh god, why is he counting?
Roll a d20.
Me?
Yep.
Okay. $17.
17. Now I have a question for you. Would you prefer up or down?
We'll go up.
Okay. So going up.
Midnight.
So, just asking, what happens if you what happens if you put on armor that you're not proficient with?
I
Oh shit!
remember
Never mind.
I don't
It
remember.
requires a strength rating that I don't even have. Never mind.
Okay. You in front of you he kind of goes, one of Mother's inventions. That is the Iron Stone of Fortitude.
Ironstone?
Iron.
Ioun. Oh, okay.
Nice.
He goes, all very good items. I will say there are 2 additional ones that I had selected and picked out as well. I will lay them here as alternative options if you wish to change something. These items are not necessarily for you to. Excuse me. These are not necessarily items that you have to choose. My apologies. The item that you have is not an item that you have to. You are welcome to trade them amongst yourselves. This is how I. So, could I have one of you roll a d10 for me, please?
I'll do it.
I'll do one. Oh, too late.
Bruh.
9. I was already on it.
The other 2 items that they are revealed are now in the Discord chat. You have two additional sets of armor. You have Elven Chain and
Elven Chain!
And
Oh, finally!
White Dragon Scale Mail.
Oh, a little bit.
Dragon Scale
Oh.
Mail.
That's not too
But
Hang on, what is it considered?
as you guys take
Yeah,
your
here.
time and kind of examine these and prepare for the following day, or for the rest of your day, you take some time to look at these. And we're going to take some literal time as we end there is after.
Well, that was eventful.
It doesn't specify what kind of armor it is, whether it's light, medium, or heavy, which means
What
I
are you
could
looking at?
probably actually wear it.
Elven
The,
Chain, probably.
No, the White Dragon Scale Mail.
It's in the name, Scale Mail.
Scale Mail.
Yeah, but for those who don't have this entire, who don't have armor
Oh, it says
memorized.
medium armor. Again,
Yeah,
I
Scale
can't
Mail's
wear that.
medium.
Damn it all. But I had Elven Chain before we got teleported by Martinus originally.
That's funny.
I may have to fight
Oh,
Deanoch for it though.
So is the Dragon Scale Mail a +1 armor technically? Am I reading that right? On top of being Scale Mail?
Let me take a look here. Well, hold on. Let's talk about this as we end after we end streaming. So,
Okay.
so everyone, there's a little complication with scheduling for next week. I'm working on something. Haven't had time to talk about it yet, but I do plan on doing something next Friday. So we'll figure that out, and then after that, the week of the 20th and the 27th, we should be back into the Lost Mine. So stay tuned for those. In the meantime, guys, we'll catch you guys all in the next one. I hope you guys have an enjoyable weekend. It's supposed to be pretty nice, at least where we are. In the meantime, enjoy. Have a good night, everyone. Good night.
Not all.
Night.
Bye.